Okay, Orlando Wilson here. What I want to talk about in this video is something I mentioned in another video and somebody pulled me out on it. And that's patriotism. Because I tell people I'm not patriotic. I'm not patriotic at all to any country. I don't owe anybody anything. Everything I've done myself. And I've got no help from anybody else. So why do I owe anybody anything, especially a country? The gentleman that sent me the question was like, well, you're British military, etc., but you bash UK, you bash this. I said, yeah, why not? Out of one country has done absolutely nothing for me is the United Kingdom. There's one country that's gone out their way, I say, it's done absolutely nothing for me is United Kingdom. So I owe them absolutely zero. Even though I was a member of the British military, I owe that country absolutely zero. Was I patriotic when I was in the military? How many years ago? A long time ago. Yeah, sure. Because again, you're young, you're brainwashed, and you are patriotic. It's part of the process. You believe in your cause, you believe in what you're doing. But again, was it looking back? And again, I'll use one quote Muhammad Ali said, I think it's Muhammad Ali, said if you're the same man at 50 as you was at 20 and you believe the same things, I forget the quote exactly, you've wasted 30 years. And he was 150% right. When you're in your 20s, you're still a kid. I'm now in my 50s, so I see things a lot differently. Let's sum it up. When I was in the British military, the UK, the education system failed me. I was in the military. What did I get out of the military? I got the experience I wanted. Apart from that, benefits-wise, nothing. The British military treats you like shit. And when you get out, it means absolutely nothing that you were in the British military. In the civilian world in the UK, a lot of people see it as a negative that you've been in the British military. Some of the older guys might remember this, and this will sum things up. On your discharge sheets, when I left the military, they give you a load of paperwork, etc., your red book and your paperwork. And it had on there that you were qualified, that I was qualified to be a petrol pump attendant. After doing 22 months in Northern Ireland, B Company 1 WFR, then with reconnaissance platoon in Cyprus, 2 years, I done 5 years. I bought my way out because it was crap. I was qualified to be a petrol pump attendant. 5 years to be a petrol pump attendant. Thank you very much to the British military. What support do you get when you leave? Nothing. I tell people London was very good to me. Why was London very good to me? Because I worked 24/7. I worked and I worked and worked, and London was very good to me. I made major headway. But again, if I'd gone to another country and done the same thing, would I made major headway? Yeah, sure, because I was working solid. I was hustling solidly. What support did I have from anybody during my time in London when I was sorting out my business? What help, etc.? What was anybody offering education, grants, etc.? The opposite. Nothing. And the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody recently about they wanted to look to set up a business in UK, investment, etc. And they said, well, me and the other person we was talking about, they said, okay, you guys are ex-military, so you can get grants, you can get veteran bonuses and this and that. There must be stuff available. And I laughed at them. I said, yeah, maybe in your country. In the United Kingdom, you get nothing. So all I've ever got from United Kingdom is taxes. I understand that. Thank you very much. I left. Thank you. If I ever went back, do you know what I'd be getting? Taxed. That's it. Where have you been? You owe this money, you owe that money. Even though I paid everything off when I left, I'm sure they'd be sniffing around looking for money. So tell me why I should be loyal to a country that's done nothing for me apart from tax to me. Now this is where, as I said, the blind patriotism, and we've seen this, I think I said earlier, with after 9/11, everybody was Islamophobic in the West. Then, and again, how many of these people never met Muslims, never dealt with Muslims? Now we've come on to everybody being Russianophobic. And how many of these people that's posting crap on their social media about how bad Russia is, have never met Russians, never dealt with Russians, etc. But all of a sudden, because the mainstream media have told them to hate Russians, they hate Russians. You know what? That's brainwashing. And this is where I'd say patriotism, blind patriotism and loyalty to any cause is a mental illness, mental weakness. If you can't look at something and make your own decisions, and the facts are out there. Sorry, in the West at the moment, especially due to Russia, the facts are not out there because your media is highly censored. If you can't look at, if you believe because some politician or the media tells you to hate somebody and you're like, yeah, I have to hate that person because I'm told to hate that person. You know what? I'm not going to hate anybody. I'm not going to hate anybody until they give me a reason to hate them. And these days I don't really hate anybody. I just don't deal with people I don't like. Am I going to go to war with people? Am I going to want to kill people and hurt people that I don't know, that's never done anything to me, just because somebody else tells me to do so? No. And the people can say to me, oh, you're pacifistic, etc. Okay, well, if you think I'm pacifistic, you obviously don't know me. I honestly believe in violence for the right reasons, and I understand violence from a defensive perspective, from multiple angles. So again, if you give me a reason, I understand violence, and I think violence is a tool that needs to be employed against some people that don't understand reason. But this is where these days I hear all this warmongering about we need to fight these people, we need to fight these people, we need to bomb these people, we need to do this and do that. It's like, you know what? These people have never done anything to me. So why am I going to start a fight with people I've never met and have never even disrespected me? And as I said, I've traveled, I've lived with multiple cultures, I've lived with people from various religions. I respect other people. And you know what? I've dealt with people from countries that the mainstream media are telling people to hate in the West. And it's like, you know what? They're good people. I'm not going to say you need to nuke a country or bomb, drop a nuclear bomb. And I've heard this from how many people? Oh, we need to nuke Iran. We need to nuke Yemen. We need to nuke. Okay. Why? Why do you want to kill innocent women and children? For what? And you know what? I'm not going to get into the politics on all this. It's like, for what reason? What are the facts? And if you have that mentality, to me, you've got mental illness. You have a mental illness. And this is where I think the blind patriotism and blind loyalty to a cause, this is where it is a mental illness, especially these days when everybody's on about nuking other people and bombing people out of existence. It's like, okay, you're sat in your armchair somewhere hoping your country will drop bombs on people in other countries for absolutely no reason. Reasons which are political, that should be sorted out diplomatically. Rather than just going around killing innocent people for no reasons. If somebody gives you a reason to kill them, sure, kill them. Put it this way, from a UK perspective, how many people in UK are on about bombing, nuking Iran, not nuking Yemen, etc., where you got how many pedophiles, illegal immigrants and pedophiles running around your country, and you're doing absolutely nothing about it. So shouldn't you clean up your own mess in your own country before you start wanting to start wars in other countries? Yeah, you can't deal with the pedophiles in your country and the illegal immigrants that's going around sexually assaulting your women and children, but you want to go and nuke Iran. Okay, doesn't make sense to me. So to me, that's just my perspective on blind loyalty and blind patriotism. You know what? I question everything. And another thing that comes to mind, I think it was in one of the movies, again, I'm quoting movies, and I read the book also, the Godfather movie, classic. I think one of the Al Pacino character, whatever, he joined the US Marine Corps, etc. I think there was things there where it was brought up, again, Italians, mafia, why are you fighting? Why did you join the military and fight for the government? They've done nothing for your family. The opposite. And that makes sense to me. You look after your people. You look after your people. You look after your circle. You look after the people that look after you. Why are you going to go to war and fight people that's done nothing for you, that's not harmed you, that's not harmed your family, just because some politician says so, because the politician's going to get rich from it? And again, that's old world logic, if you ask me. It's like, why start fights with people that's done nothing to you just because somebody else says so? You're guaranteed, when a lot of, again, this is an example, how many troops have gone to the wars, Iraq, Afghanistan, come back crippled and got zero from their governments. Well, at the top, the politicians that started the wars and their cronies have made mega bucks. War is business. A lot of people make money from it. And if you do not see that, then you're brainwashed. You're mentally weak and brainwashed. And you, again, as I said, if you believe in blind patriotism to a flag that has done absolutely nothing for you, apart from wanting you to go and sacrifice yourself and kill other people for that flag, and you think that's right, then you are mentally weak and you're brainwashed. Okay, just my perspective on one topic, and I hope it upsets a few people. A few mentally weak and psychopathic people. So follow me along on social media. There's going to be more of these videos going up on these type of topics because people seem to like them. So follow me along on social media. I like the platform X, formerly known as Twitter, because we got a lot more freedom of speech on there. And also LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is professional. To me, we have stuff up on Instagram, etc. But to me, it's just, well, it's Facebook. What else can I say? But we have stuff up there. Anyway, in the meantime, follow me along on social media. Got any questions, reach out to me. And as I said, never believe anything you're told until you verify the facts from all perspectives. The trouble is, if you've been brainwashed and you're mentally weak, you'll be unable to acknowledge the facts from all sides. Be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble.